The Khmer Empire, also known as the Angkor Empire, was a powerful state in Southeast Asia that flourished from the 9th to the 15th centuries. Its core territory lay in what is now Cambodia, although at its peak, it extended into parts of present-day Thailand, Laos, and Vietnam. The empire was established by King Jayavarman II around 802 CE, who declared himself a universal monarch, Devaraja, and united the region under his rule. This concept of divine kingship tied political authority to spiritual power, giving the Khmer kings both religious and administrative legitimacy. Political structure. The Khmer Empire had a centralized monarchy supported by a complex bureaucratic system. The king was the supreme authority, controlling vast territories through appointed governors, military commanders, and local elites. Land was a critical source of wealth and was closely managed, with the state maintaining control over agriculture, trade, and religious institutions. The empire also implemented tribute systems in conquered territories, ensuring loyalty while encouraging cultural integration. Economy and agriculture. Agriculture was the backbone of the Khmer economy, particularly rice cultivation, which relied on sophisticated irrigation and water management systems. The Khmer constructed massive reservoirs, barais, canals, and dams to regulate water for farming, ensuring productivity even during dry seasons. This hydraulic engineering not only supported a large population but also enabled the empire to sustain urban centers, temples, and monumental constructions. Trade, both regional and long distance, supplemented the agrarian economy. Khmer merchants exchanged rice, textiles, and forest products for metals, ceramics, and luxury goods from India, China, and other parts of Southeast Asia. Religion and culture. Religion played a central role in Khmer society. Hinduism initially dominated, influencing art, architecture, and governance. Kings often identified with Hindu gods like Shiva and Vishnu, reinforcing their divine authority. By the late 12th century, Mahayana and Theravada Buddhism gained prominence, eventually becoming the empire's dominant faith. The Khmer culture is renowned for its artistic achievements, particularly in sculpture, bas-reliefs, and temple architecture, which combines spiritual symbolism with technical sophistication. Architectural achievements. The Khmer Empire's architectural legacy is most famously represented by Angkor Wat, constructed in the early 12th century under King Suryavarman II. Originally a Hindu temple dedicated to Vishnu, Angkor Wat later became a Buddhist site. Its grandeur, symmetry, and intricate bas-reliefs reflect the empire's religious devotion, political power, and engineering skill. Other notable constructions include Bayon Temple, Taproam, and Angkor Thom, showcasing a blend of religious symbolism, monumental scale, and hydraulic ingenuity. Temples were often designed as microcosms of the Hindu universe, emphasizing the king's role as a divine intermediary. Military and expansion. The Khmer Empire maintained a strong military organization, allowing it to expand territorially and defend its realm. The army used elephants, infantry, and fortified cities to assert dominance over neighboring states. At its peak, the empire extended into modern-day Thailand, Laos, and southern Vietnam, creating a regional network of influence and trade. Warfare was often intertwined with religion, as military victories were interpreted as manifestations of divine favor. Decline and legacy. The decline of the Khmer Empire began in the 13th century, accelerated by internal political struggles, succession disputes, and repeated invasions from neighboring powers such as the Siamese kingdoms. Environmental factors, including failures in water management and prolonged droughts, further weakened the empire's infrastructure. By the 15th century, Angkor was abandoned, and the empire gradually transformed into smaller, regional states. Despite its decline, the Khmer Empire left a lasting legacy through its architectural marvels, religious art, hydraulic systems, and cultural traditions that continue to define Cambodian identity. Conclusion. The Khmer Empire was a remarkable civilization, combining political power, religious devotion, and technological innovation. Its success rested on centralized governance, sophisticated irrigation, and a strong cultural foundation. Temples like Angkor Wat not only served religious purposes but also symbolized the empire's wealth, ambition, and artistic mastery. Although the empire eventually fell, its cultural and architectural achievements continue to inspire historians, archaeologists, and travelers worldwide, making it one of the most significant empires in Southeast Asian history.